As part of supporting the private sector and in view of the work that the Projects magazine has been doing for the industry, my ministry has found it imperative to support this summit, which I'm informed will be held annually. This summit, therefore, serves as a crucial platform for our industry to converge and discuss pressing issues, share insights, and forge a path forward. We have successfully brought together over 15 chief executive officers of leading mining companies under one roof.
Let me also echo the words of the previous speakers in congratulating the organizers for such a successful inaugural summit, the Future of Mining Summit. We organize events as BITC all the time. I know what it takes to land it at this level.
We will do everything in our power to ensure that we protect our shareholding in DBS. We are very much excited by this demerger. We believe that Anglo-American as a company, their interest is not in diamonds necessarily. Their main interest in base metals and others. So it is about time that people who play in the diamond forte come into this fold and play in that space.
If there is an industry where I believe we can make the most economic impact, it is the mining industry. In pursuit of supporting this industry, my ministry focuses on several key areas, including but not limited to enterprise development, citizen economic empowerment, value chain development.
We are aware that investor confidence hinges on transparent, predictable, and fair regulations. Therefore, we will continuously review our laws to ensure they are investor-friendly and that they facilitate rather than hinder growth.
A review of the mineral sector in 2009 identified a need for a dedicated specialist team to manage the government mineral investments and evaluate investment decisions. On that basis, the key thing, the primary issue was really to separate the ministry's role as an investor from other roles as a regulator, revenue receiver, and policymaker.
By the time we get beyond 40%, 45 to 50%, we'll be clearly number 3 in the world in terms of rough diamond supply. So this is the growth when we say ODC becoming a major player.
For as long as we do that and work together to prove that our diamonds have a good provenance and they are empowering a Motswana in Botswana, and nobody knows that because nobody understands what we know. And for as long as we do not tell that story, that provenance will never go out there.
When a diamond is sold in the US, they should know that that diamond was discovered in Botswana. When you buy that, when you walk into a store in Bond Street or you walk into a store on Fifth Avenue, you should know the positive impact that that diamond was made.
To employ 100,000 just purely within the beneficiation sector, that will make a huge difference. And that's what the role that we also want to play.
The amount of regulations coming out of the EU that will affect all of us is incredible.
Solar and renewable energy being 50% by 2036, which means we need that a lot new capacity, because today we have got less than 2% solar in the system. We need to grow that to about 50%.
As leaders and stakeholders in the mining industry, remain agile, we must remain innovative, and we have to be decisive.
I learned at a very young age that being decisive is not talking. Being decisive is demonstrating the tangibles. And I think if there's anything about that definition, you have to come to Lucara, Botswana for you to say it.
If your costs are as low as possible, you are sure that you'll sustain your business into the future.
So in terms of the copper, the challenge is there, the opportunity lies, the demand is high, but we are... Go and dig copper. There is a lot. Just go to that corner, they will show you where the copper is. Go and dig it and help us meet that demand there.
And let me tell you, Kwemankau is truly a unique asset.
You look at the volatility, as the minister mentioned today, that in 2016, the copper asset that was owned by Botswanans had to be put on business rescue because at the time, the copper price was $2.50 per pound. You look at it today, it's $4.50 per pound. And making an investment knowing that commodities can be that volatile and susceptible to global supply and demand fluctuations is not an easy decision to make.
Financial institutions that are here in the room today, we are not competing. Today it's really a collaborative effort to take this mining sector ahead for our economy.
And then you get to the supply development program where now you deliberately identify within the market upcoming citizen companies that you can handhold in a very structured program where you build the requisite capacity to levels that you want, and you must partner with other people who can assist in that space to help impart the requisite expertise. We already started with the transportation, about 40 trucks or so that are currently transporting fuel to Debswana are owned by Botswana. Together with Debswana,
we started with a challenge to say we want to achieve 20 billion Kula shared citizens spend value by 2024. I believe to date we are around 19.8 billion before 2024 is done. In terms of jobs impact, we are sitting at almost 17,000.
You cannot run a mining operation and neglect health.
So for us, the difference then is we consider a smart mine as a stepping stone to an intelligent one.
It's not about the numbers, how many women you have, tick. How many people that are differently abled, tick. That's not what it is about. It's about making sure that even your policies actually support a diverse environment, an environment that is inclusive, an environment that will make sure that they become their best selves.
The union is a labor market institution. So we operate at the nexus of the labor market. And as such, we are charged with the responsibility to monitor, to manage, to facilitate how labor market institutions interface in the regulation of industrial relations.